as well. Some of you guys who don't know. By the way, Dempsey, we have a lot of good-looking guys in this company. A lot of good-looking ladies. I'm looking at all our crew. Everyone's getting a little bit better looking. I don't know what you're doing. But listen, it's very hard to compete with Dempsey. He's a little too handsome. Dempsey's like Hollywood Brad Pitt looking guy, and thank God he's married, so it's gonna be okay. All right. So I'm trying to get the kids and the family to take a quick picture. Jabberwockies were on fire. Jabberwockies, unbelievable. We're in the back. The founder came. We gave a hug. I spoke to him 4 or 5 years ago. They said we're big valuetainers. I want to spend time. I'm like, we got to figure something out. Merle's like, Pat, I'm going to bring him this year. I said, dude, Merle, you're running the show. Whatever you want to do, you decide. Pat, I'm bringing him. Do your thing. Rock the entire event. So good for that. But finally, we got to go. Vinny, Athens Taulu. Vinny, come up as well. Where's Savannah? Brooklyn was knocked out, everybody. Brooklyn was knocked out. We woke up Brooklyn. Brooklyn loves loud noise. You guys know this. Everybody, can you just say hi, Brooklyn, on 3? Ready? Let's see how she reacts. Bring her a little bit over here. Vinny, can you bring Brooklyn a little bit here? Brooklyn, some people want to say hello to you. Come here, baby. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Come here, baby. Brooklyn, people want to say hello to you. Is that okay? On 3. Can you guys do this on 3? 1, 2, 3. Say hi, everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Yes?
No.
It's funny. We had the one of the legendary New York Times reporters who broke one of the biggest stories. She was a Pulitzer Prize winner, and Time Magazine put her as the top 100 most influential people in the world. She comes to our office, and they're trying to find, like, what are you guys doing? What is this media company and politics and all this stuff? And they're trying to kind of find the lead. And I'm like, listen, man, when do you want to come? She said, I'll come Friday. Can you give me an hour? I said, no problem. She comes. We're 3 hours together. She says, I want to see the office. We're walking around the office. She sees Senna over here, who's in the office every single day. I got her a shirt the other day on her birthday. She got a shirt called the #1 Road Dog. No matter where I go, she wants to go with me. That's Senna. Senna, yes or no? So she sees Senna in the office roller skating. Literally, she's roller skating. It's like, who is that? I said, that's my daughter. What is she doing? I said, she roller skates every day in the office. So that's her. Dylan's in the office running around in his stock. She says, who's that? Dylan comes in. Hi, what's your name? Megan, what's your name? I'm Dylan. Good to meet you, Megan. Dad, can I go to the other place I'm working at? I said, Dylan, do whatever you want to do. And then she goes to the office right next to me, and she says, who's that? I said, that's my wife's office. You guys work together? I said, yeah, for 16 years, every day. She said, well, you guys, like, the offices have always been next to each other? I said, not always, because I'm pretty loud, but, you know, now we're right next to each other because I'm never in my office, I'm in a conference room. And so she says, can I talk to your wife? I said, go talk to my wife. So she starts talking. So what do you do? Well, I do this, I do that. So you actually work together? Yes. What did you help put together? Well, I helped put together the technology. Jennifer has no background in technology at all. No 4-year, no 2-year degree. The whole bamboo project that we use today, from the beginning to the end, Jennifer ran the whole project on bamboo. So if you use bamboo, she put it together. Not this guy. She did. Of course, working with Deacon and Morel and Alexis, but she put it together. Baby, you can come on up here a little bit. And I have my oldest son here as well. Come on, oldest son. So, Savannah, can you come to this side, please? I have my oldest son. You can look at them. You see me every day, okay? How you guys like his hair? Be honest. You can say, how y'all like his hair? Okay. Can you please let everybody know the truth on who fixed your hair today? Tell them. You can tell them. No, tell them. Who fixed your hair? Say it. I was Zohan today for my son. I was like, you know which that guy? I'm there doing the whole thing with his hair, putting the gel in here, all this stuff. Anyways, this guy is very different than this guy. He loves politics, he loves scary movies, and he loves to fight. And I'm at a point right now, I told him the other day, I said, I swear to God, if you come to me one more time, I'm gonna smack you upside the head. But you know why I wouldn't do it? Because I don't want to get hit by this guy. He's a very tough guy when you fight with him. My hand is swollen because he kicked me in the hand in the swimming pool. It was swollen. He's got size 10.5 feet, and he's gonna be bigger than his daddy Similar to my nephew. Where's Sean? And I was talking to Sean. He's somewhere in the room. Wherever Sean's at, he's somewhere here. Everybody, can you say happy birthday, Sean?
Happy birthday, Sean.
He's getting his driver's license soon, turning 16 years old. I told every cop in Fort Lauderdale to watch him very closely when he's driving, okay? But happy birthday to him. And is Danielle here? Marlon, where's Danielle at? Where's Danielle at? Danielle, come on, Danielle. Come on, Danielle. Sean, come on up here. Come on up here with your pink suit. Handsome guy. I know. Daniel, come on up here. Look at this guy. He looks like the president standing in front of you. Come next to us with your suit. Stand over here. By the way, this guy just kicked a 57-yard field goal 2 weeks ago at 15 years old. Taco Phenom, going places, I'm proud of him. He keeps telling me what kind of watches he likes and what kind of cars he likes. I said, Sean, you better make a lot of money, bro. You got a very expensive taste like this guy. This guy just wants flip-flops. He's a very different guy here. My niece, I'm so proud of her. She came to us from Houston, Savannah, 2 years ago. We're in our house. We're having a conversation with her, and I asked a very simple question. And a lot of you guys will know why this is an important question for all of us. I said, do you mind if I share it with them? Is that okay with you? We're in Tico and Dylan's room. And I said, Savannah, tell me what you're looking forward to. 5 minutes goes by, she can't think of one thing. I said, okay, let me go to somebody else. I go to him. He gives me 20 different things. I go to her, she's given hers. Senna's even in the room, she's given hers. Brooklyn is 2 years old, she's not saying nothing, right? So then, out of nowhere, this tall boy comes out of the shower with an underwear on, this guy. And he says, what are you guys talking about? I said, I'm asking Savannah, what are you looking forward to in life? He goes like, oh, that's easy. Boom, boom, he just goes, spits, all these different things he's looking forward to. So then I go back to Savannah. She's having a hard time talking about what she's looking forward to. Because she, life is a little bit different where she's at and what she was going through. And I said, you know what? It's very important for you to have things to look forward to. And then slowly, after about an hour, she got a couple of things out. And then from there, Jennifer, as amazing of an aunt she is, just like many of you here, they take care of your nieces and your nephews and relatives that you love. Jennifer's an amazing, by the way, you guys don't know what Jennifer does. Never gets advertised what Jennifer does, truly. I'm telling you guys right now, she's my wife. We rarely brag about the stuff that she does. She's an amazing human being herself. Amazing. I wish you knew how amazing she is. So, we decided we put her in a Christian private school 2 years ago in Houston. She's done great. Great. She was having a hard time first year. This year, her grades have improved immensely. I am so proud of Savannah and the young lady. I'm so proud of her. I am so proud of her. Anyway, if you guys don't mind, we typically do this, take a family picture, and then I start talking to you, and then we'll bid you good evening, because if we go any longer, this one's going to follow us. Let me tell you guys about my oldest son, who's older than me. His name is Vincent Oshana. This guy is a brother, literally. I feel like from the moment we met, we knew we're family. And it's not changed from that moment till today. My kids, she is glued to him all the time. She is glued to him. Buys a little bit too much toys for Brooklyn. Brooklyn, little too much makeup, too much candy, too many toys. I don't like it. A hand, too many toys. But Benny's become a big part of the family. Is there a way we can have somebody take a picture from us? Would you mind doing that? Can I give you my phone? Adam, would you mind coming and taking a picture from the front? Adam's the one that's the rebellious son that I have, who I've been having a lot of problems with him. I'm trying to figure out if I can make that one work. Ladies, stay away from Adam, please. I'm telling you right now in advance. Adam, can somebody, okay. Adam, don't worry about it. They'll take you here. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And by the way, shout out to Paulina and Siamak, amazing parents for Sean. It would have never happened. While we're speaking, they're doing this incredible. So come on up a little bit. Let's take a picture together. If you don't mind, go a little bit front. I want to get back. Take one picture. And Adam, if you can take it in a way, there's this app called Instagram. like we needed to be. Go ahead. Pico, smile. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, appreciate you. You can grab a seat if you want, buddy boy. Okay. Okay. And Brooklyn, I know you're going to sleep. Okay, Adam, can I get that? My phone, Hector, Adam, whoever had it. Mine still has it. Okay, so before we get started, before I forget any of this stuff, thank you. How you feeling about it? Good? Right. All right. I know I worry about the stage, but more importantly, I worry about you. But we're making progress. Okay, so this is going to be a very different message I'm going to give you guys tonight. None of you guys have a clue what I'm doing tonight. But before I get into giving you the message, can we have all the senior vice presidents of PHP stand up? All the senior vice presidents of PHP stand up. Okay. Just so everybody knows, this entire company has been built on the backs of our vice president. Without them, this would never happen. And when I'm looking at all of you, I have a story with every single one of you. That includes Timbers, that includes Solis, that includes you, that includes you. It really includes the Campos. I've been having such a good time with them here. All of you. Make some noise for your VPs. I don't think we thank them enough. Council, please stand up. Just council. All the VPs, grab seat. Council, please stand up. This is now a different layer of leadership. This is now a different layer of leadership with council. It's tougher to become a council. Make some noise for the councils here. Stay standing if you're a board council member with us. Very challenging to hit. These guys want above and beyond to become board councils. The Del Toros, the Gaitans, the Palayos is somewhere here. I don't know where he's at. The Sapalas. It's a massive feat to become a board council. Congratulations to them. And our co-founders, the 4 co-founders, you know who you are, the Masons. Where are they at? Masons, the Gaitans. Who else we got? Where are you at? The Vargas is here over there. I don't know. Am I missing anybody? Who else am I missing? That we have. Okay, he's somewhere. Is Clyde even in the room or no? I don't know. He's not in the room. Okay, grab seats, grab seats, grab seats, grab seats. All right. So now, as we're going through the presentation tonight, I was thinking about what does the company do for your company? We had a very good meeting Monday night when we came in, first with the 9 people. Different message that they needed to hear at the space of the company and where they're at, what's going to happen to them. A lot of these guys, life-changing money's being made, and you're going through different phases, and it's important to understand what you have to overcome at this next phase. Then we had the top 8 shop builders that came. We had a meeting with them, incredible session. Brian was in that meeting. Mehran Asadi was present at that meeting as well. A lot of good feedback just going back and forth. But then tonight I want to kind of take you a little bit back on how this whole thing got started. A little bit of history, some old pictures, some videos. Some pictures are inappropriate. One of them is going to be very inappropriate. I'm just telling you here right now. One of the pictures I'm going to show you of Tom Ellsworth, very inappropriate. And I want you to know in advance, I need all the cameras to be off. I need the HR staff to leave the meeting. You know, Brian, if you brought HR, you know, I want to make sure they're ready. I don't want to deal with any of the HR issues calling me Monday saying, hey, Pat, that was very inappropriate. I want you to know in advance, the inappropriate picture is Tom Ellsworth. So if anybody needs to be written up, Tom is in the back. You can write them up right afterwards together. But I think all of you guys need to see the dark side of Tom. But I'm going to show you a picture for you to realize. You know, I brought some props with me as well. Some of these props of how this gets started. Because a lot of times you hear the story, and you're like, man, these guys must be special from day one when they came here. I brought my high school diploma because I don't have a college degree. This is the only thing I got. 2 weeks ago, my dad decides to give me a very weird gift. My passport from Iran. He gives me a passport and I open up the passport. The one part about the passport is a little bit concerning. When I opened it up, I found something about myself I had never known before. Tico, can we get the camera guy to just come around real quick so I can show some of this stuff? If you are. By the way, when I show you some of these facts on the passport, please don't tell anybody, because this is going to be written about. This is my dad. He gives me this passport. He says, I've been hanging on to this for you, and I'm giving this to you because I had to find a way to take this away from somebody, because if they had it, they would have taken you back to Iran. So I took the passport. He's telling me the story. I'm like, oh wow, what a great story. Thank you. And I saw, look at the picture. Can you see the picture there? I don't know if you see the white hole like this. See that? That's the passport. But that's not a big deal. That's just a picture, right? Then I'm like, oh wow. So let's see what this says for my birthday and when I was born. And this is where deeply concerning here. Can you read what it says here? It says what? You see where it says date of birth? Is it zoomed in or no? See if you can zoom in on the date of birth. Right? But can you guys see it or no? No. Yes or no? No. She's gonna figure it out. Can I do it? Let's see if you can close. I want to see somebody see it. Oh, good job. Ready? What does it say? I thought I was a 78 baby. I'm 55 years old, everybody. 56 years old. Holy shit! Finally making sense. I've never looked my age. I keep saying, is this true? And my dad's not confused. I'm like, how do you not know how old? This is a 9-year discrepancy. You sell life insurance, you say maybe 2 months off, a week off, a day off. Do I look good for a 55-year-old? Yes or no? I appreciate you, right? Now watch this. Let me tell you how impressive, stay with me, how impressive your CEO is. I'm going through a bunch of different stuff from the past. This is your CEO when you joined the Army, one of the best decisions I made in my life. I found this. I've had it since 18 years old. This is my old business card from the previous company that I kept. Some of you guys may recognize this company. This is when I bought a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Anybody knows what a Mitsubishi Eclipse is? So how many guys would say I'm pretty good with numbers and finances? What do you think? Yes or no? Yes. Be honest. I bought a 1990 Mitsubishi Eclipse Turbo, red, gorgeous, absolute. Who's had a Mitsubishi Eclipse before? These are good people, straight going to heaven, high IQ type of people. Everybody that had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now watch this. When I bought this from the finance company in Clarksville, Kentucky, what interest rate you think I got my car for? Interest rate.
30, 40?
Give me the number.
35.
8%? Who says less than 10%? Raise your hand if you say less than 10%. Who says 10 to 15% is the rate?
More.
Who says above 15%?
Yes.
This is the thing. All right, see the contract?
35.
This is the annual.
30. 30.
Do you see it or no?
What is it?
31%. This smart financial services CEO financed an Eclipse at 31%. You think I cared about the finance? I was just giving the damn car. Your payment's only gonna be, $217, dollars a month in the down payment. I'm like, I sit there and look. The other day I'm doing a podcast. I'm saying if you run a company called FMAC in Clarksville, screw you. And I didn't say that. I was a little bit upset. By the way, so check this out. Let me keep impressing you a little bit. Stay with me. I got 128 pictures to show you guys. Slide. Who is a field associate here? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're a field associate. All right. How many field associates here are going to be a giant one day in this industry? You don't know. Well, watch this. This is the day I became a field associate. This is my former leader. July 18th of 02, I became an FA, just like everybody else. Now stay with me here. Stay with me here. Watch this. This is when I did my fast start, sign up to go into fast start school. Just like all of you, back in June of 02. Let me continue. When I got out of the Army, I was trying to get a job. The first ghetto resume I put together was this one. This was my resume. By the way, for 2.5 years, the Army screwed up my last name. They put a T at the end. It was so bad that the Army convinced me my last name still ends with a T. My last name doesn't end with a T. Look at this. Ben David, if you look at any of my uniforms, even she's laughing over here. She can't even hold herself camera, okay? Ben David, now stay with me. These are all the resumes I have. What skills do you have? Are you going places? Now I'm just making stuff up. You know, let's go to the World Series together. Please call me at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, your company will gain a person with high drive to make money, handling complaints, problem solving, and enhanced reputation in sales. Enhanced reputation in sales. You work at Bally's. What enhanced reputation in sales? This was the resume. This is what I'm finding the other day. And by the way, remember back in the days when we thought like writing this stuff this fancy, it meant anything? And as a boss, I realized how much I hate the way these fonts are. This is your CEO, folks. This is not anybody that you're thinking about like, oh my God, you know, Patrick must have been amazing from day one. I found my insurance license when I got it. Check this out. This is my insurance license when I got it. See what it says? Expires when? 2004, okay? This is my test when I got my Series 7. I found all of this stuff the other day while I'm going through it. This is when I took the Series 7 exam. And then I just kept everything, all the Morgan Stanley Deanwood training. I brought a bunch of stuff from the military, props, all this stuff. I'll get back to this in a minute. I'm gonna need you probably in the next 20 minutes, but I'll bring you back up. But let me go back a little bit. All of you here have a story. This is my grandfather, my dad's dad. Don't judge his mustache. This is what they did back in the day. This is a normal Tuesday in the 30s. You know, you and I right now, if you went into a client's appointment with that mustache, you're getting kicked out. And someone's gonna call on you, okay? This is my dad in the 60s. Look at my dad in his 20s. He's giving me all these pictures. This is my hero. This is the guy I love. This is the guy I looked up to. This is the guy I wanted to be around me for the rest of my life. This is us in Iran with my mom, my dad, Paulette, me, looking like an alien. Look at that head. Okay? That's your CEO. This is still the ear kept getting bigger and wider. Do you notice how it's like, keep it inside. It's like, no, I'm going out. This is again me, my dad in 86, 87. Look at that, look at my dad's eyes real quick. See his eyes? See the level of intensity? Can you imagine what that man looks like? This is us, me and him. I never got his mustache. But I think Tico's gonna get his mustache. The way Tico's mustache, Adam, you agree? I think Tico's gonna get Papa's mustache. Definitely, I never got it. I'm Middle Eastern and I still don't have that kind of facial hair. So here's what I wanted you to be thinking about. Everybody in this room is in one of these 6 phases that we're gonna talk about tonight. Everybody is in one of these 6 phases. And your goal is to not stay at any stage for too long. And at every stage you go to, in order for you to graduate to the next phase, it requires a new level of maturity that you may not yet have. And by the way, new level of maturity has nothing tied to a title or income. Well, I'm making $1 million a year. That's great. A new level of maturity is needed to get to $10 million income. Well, I'm making 100. I'm a board counsel. I'm a this. You need a new level of maturity for them. I was the #1 personal recruit. You need a new. I was talking to Juan, who's a good-looking guy with a great voice that has 128 people with his wife. That's 40 wide at this event that sings. And it's right here. We're having such a great conversation together, going back and forth. You know, I'm telling him, I'm like, look, the new level of maturity, you guys gotta learn how to fast start that to get to $1 million income. He's 40 wide at this event in his base shop. I don't know how many people are 40 wide here. He's probably the widest person here in the base shop. 40 wide. But all of you here may get stuck at one of these levels. Here's how it goes. Phase 1. All of us at one point were lost. I don't care who you are. All of us at one point were lost. I was a lost cause. I didn't know what I was going to do. 1 point GPA, regular guy. I went back into the Army. I said, I'm going to do 20 years in the Army, get some benefits, come out, and then at 38 years old, I'll be a cop or a firefighter. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then all of a sudden, somebody calls me, why don't you come out, don't re-enlist in the Army. I get out. When I do get out, boom, I'm trying to find a job. Do I go become a bodybuilder? Do I do this? Do I do that? Eventually, somebody found me. Just like somebody found you. It's like someone's going to find that kid and take him out right now, because that's crossing the line with that screaming. Okay? Erica Del Toro and I have a very special moment together. I'm doing a meeting one time in a hangar. No, I will never forget that, Eric. Till today, I hold a grudge against you on that meeting that we had. I'll tell you the story one day. Alejandro, were you there? Alejandro, I think you were there. You were there or no? Who was there? You were there? Very special moment. Kid is screaming for 25 minutes. In the front row, I'm doing a BOM. I flew out to do BOM for, there's 200 people in the hangar. The place is 200 degrees. Everybody is sweating. This is like a sweatshop. I'm like, is Erica upset at me? Not a single person's telling that, nobody can hear the presentation. Finally, I'm like, Erica, can you guys take this kid and please attend to him? Finally, they got her at that point. You know, by the end of the day, how many guests got started that night? 0. Everyone was so upset. How dare the speaker say something like that to the kid? Let me continue. Can you guys on 3 scream out, who found you in this business, who encouraged you, who poured into you, for you to become who you are today? On 3, scream the person's name. On 3, 1, 2, 3, go. So, you're lost, they found you, they lifted you up. Then all of a sudden, who remembers the first time, stay with me, we've got a lot of things to go through. Who remembers the first time when you looked at somebody that's building you up and you said, is this person mocking me? Are they serious? I think they're real. Who remembers the moment where you're like, I think this person's real and they really believe in me? Who remembers that moment? Anybody remembers that moment? I remember that moment, right? I remember that moment. So then when that moment happens, you know what the next phase is? The committed phase. You're like, I'm locked in, let's go. Some of you guys are not, by the way, 90% of you guys are not yet committed in the room. You were lost, you were found, you came into a meeting like this, you're like, oh my God, I had no idea this is what it's all about. Now it's about leaving and committing. That's your next phase. But some of you guys, how many guys in this room rent a desk, have an office, you're fully committed, you're fully full-time, you pay all your expenses with this business, stand up. If that's what you do. This is the committed. Make some noise for these guys. Good for you all. So now, fourth phase you go through. You know what happens when you commit for a long time? You know what comes next? Anybody knows what comes next? Lifestyle. Then lifestyle shows up. Then all of a sudden you have the watches, the cars, the nice house in a nice community. And then you know what comes next? You know what comes next? You start believing you did the whole thing by yourself. And then you get bored, you get distracted, you get entitled, you become rebellion. You sit in the back of the room, you're like, I don't need to be here. Walk around as if you're disgusted to be here for the company that changed your life. An insult to all the people that poured into you. Forget. Nobody helped, man. I did this myself. You actually stop edifying the person that changed your life. You try to hide it. No, it wasn't him, it was him. No, it wasn't him, it was him. And then you go through this phase. Unfortunately, most people never leave this phase. They stay there.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's so funny when Coach K was speaking, I'm talking to Oriana in the back. You know what's my favorite part of what Coach K said? When he was young, his mother told him what? Remember the bus story? It's what? Be careful whose bus you go on, and be careful who you let on your bus. What is she saying? Who's in your what? Who's in your ear? Somebody gets in your ear. It could be your wife who was never involved in a business. Could be a family member. Could be a relative. Could be a friend. Could be somebody in the company. That guy never helped you. It was all you. And you go through this phase. I don't need anybody. Do you know why hearts have gone to where they're at quietly? And nobody, if I ask you right now 5 years ago, hearts are going to be here, nobody would have believed it. Tonight, hearts are going to have a very good night. We're about to go through recognition. Dempsey's going to come up in a minute. You're going to see. And by the way, there's a big surprise. None of you know about it except one person knows. None of you guys know about that surprise. You'll see when we get there. How did Hart get there? He has not yet been bored, not distracted, not entitled, not rebellion. Some people never make it to this phase. They graduate this phase. If you can find a way to graduate this phase, do it. If you can find a way to graduate, some people need to go use alcohol, drugs, all this stuff to realize it's not important. Some people are wise, they don't even try it. If you don't use it, you're ahead of all of us. You save many years of your life. So if you can find a way to not get stuck in this level, you're part of a lucky group. And you know what the last one is? You sit there if you're in this phase and you're like, what the hell am I doing so selfish, like it's all about me? What is wrong? Do I want my kids to one day do this with me like I didn't do anything for them? Well, that'll never happen because I'm a great father. Oh, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. See what? No, that's difficult. No problem. No problem. And then finally one day you wake up and you're like, you know what? I want to build a massive legacy and I want to make history. A 70-something-year-old man, Coach K, I'm in the back, touching his shoulders. His traps are massive. I'm like, hey, what is this? You know how sometimes I do this kind of stuff? And he's like, what's wrong with this guy, right? He's just kind of moving his body parts. It's ticklish a little bit. I'm like, Coach K, this is very impressive. You know, Matt, sometimes I hug you like this, Matt. No, it's fun to hug Matt like that because Matt, he's got all these, muscles. Telling stories about how much he's competing and driving. I haven't been to an arena like this for 3 years. Did you see how he walked? I don't know if you guys caught how he walked. He just got surgery here. He's got 3 stents in his heart. He's telling me the story. And you can tell this guy still wants to compete. No wonder we admire people like this. Instead of, oh, I don't want to compete anymore. Because I did it all by myself. You guys didn't help me at all. What a bad place. Never fall for that trap. It's the most unattractive quality in the world. But let's go back. Sean is telling me in the back, how does it feel knowing you build a business like this? How does it feel in this room? I have a feeling this thing's about to explode. He's looking at Brian Adams like, oh my God, what was your first impression of Brian Adams when he's asking all these questions? I'm like, I feel like I'm on a podcast right now with Sean in the corner. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you have no idea how many stories there is tonight. I didn't hear about it tonight. Let's go through some of the stories. This is the first time I bought an Escalade and a Harley. Most of you guys don't know this. I used to come to Biome in a Harley on Saturdays. That's my Harley. I used to come to the Biome on Saturdays. My hair was all messed up when I would show up. This is us when we went on a CO run, 2007. Guess what? We didn't hit it. We go on a CO run. We got all these trophies, everything. We didn't hit CO. We had to run again 6 months later. This is me in Spain with Jen. One of our guys didn't hit 50 recruits. He had 48. Took me 28 minutes in the stand to do 48 recruits. You send him a picture and saying, guess what? In Spain, I'm thinking about you. You never hit 50 recruits. You never got the shirt. I came back, I gave him a shirt. I pulled both of the sleeves because there's 2 recruits. I'm like, you got a sleeveless shirt. Here's your 50. Never hit 50. That's a 48, 2 sleeves off.
Oh my God.
This is us. This is the day George Malay had marketing director. That's my dad. That's my wife. That picture. Look at Jose Gaitan's younger brother there. Do you guys see Jose? I don't know if you guys ever met Jose's younger brother. That's him right there. Maybe you recognize some of these faces. Erica and Maurice, Jennifer Hudman, who became Jennifer David, Mario Aguilar over there, my dad who's trying to learn how to use that camera. You see it? This was my base shot. This was my team. This is 08, 09, something like that. Okay? This is our first event, South Point. The reason why we went to South Point is because hotel rooms were cheap, $29 a night. And we said it's Vegas. South Point is not Vegas, bro. It's like 40 minutes away from here. Ghetto, smelly, horrible. Somehow, I talked to a guy who was friends with Steve Wozniak. Steve Wozniak was our keynote speaker. He crushed it, by the way. And it was a great event that we had there. South Point. This is 2000 and, what year is this, brother? 2000 and what? Is it 10? 2010. All right, let me continue. This is when we opened up our office in Woodland Hills. That's Marlene in the back. That's Jason. That's Jen. That's Bill and Beth Vogel. Who is that person in the middle? I don't know who that person is in the middle. Is that Mario? I don't know if that's Mario. Maybe that's Mario. And then that's Pastor Dudley Rutherford. And that picture was taken by a lady named Susan. She's like, why are you guys taking a picture like this? I said, you'll know next week. That was a picture of us starting PHP Agency. She had no clue she was taking a picture. A week later, she's like, well, that's why you took the picture. So, this is history. How this got started. This is us, our 2 players at the time. This is we're in San Diego. I don't know what hotel room. I don't think it's Coronado. It could be Marriott San Diego. We have 220 people at this event. This was Moral's first event she went to, if I'm not mistaken. She's somewhere here. This was her first event she went to. This is Jason and Natalia when they got married. freezing outside, wait, wedding, went there. Congratulations to those guys. This is Garcia's. I absolutely love the Garcias. And Coulter, when we go to Oxnard wouldn't happen without these guys. Special people. By the way, I want to tell, can I go backward? No. Guys, Alejandro, is your wife here or is it just you? Just you? Okay. Do you mind if I tell the story of the time I took you to a massage place, the Russian place? Can I tell him the story? Alejandro, how old were you? 21? 20? 25. So, make the story worse. I was hoping you would say you were younger. It's better if you said you were younger. Say you were 18 or 19. So I take Colter, Harris, I want to say Garcia. Were you? Who was the fourth person? Amor, you, Harris. Was it Colter? Terrence, who else was it? Matt was their spot. I thought Colter was their spot. So I take to the spa used to go to, it's a Russian spa, Boda spa in Melrose. And I'm like, look guys, congratulations. You guys are all gonna get a massage. So the masseuse comes out and calls everyone's name. This one Russian girl comes out and she's like, Alejandro? And Alejandro's like, hey Pat. I'm like, what's up? What's gonna happen in that room? What do you mean? He says, I really want to know, what am I gonna do to her in the room? And she's not doing anything to her in the room. She's just giving you a massage. Oh, that's what I thought, that's what I thought. We were about to get a story. Get this Mexican man off me. But anyway, hey John, that never happened. It's just a story that was, when he was only 20 years old. Now he's a very family man, Michoacan, very rough. All right, well, I don't know but back in the days, we all have a past, right? This is us. If you guys, are we watching CJ at this game? Where are we at? He was, somebody, by the way, he was so much fun to watch play basketball. That guy had hops. Broke a bunch of records for USC. It's such a good run. What are Sears? Are they in here or no? They're somewhere around. I love these guys. Terrorists, they won this contest. We're going to Vegas. We bring them in. We fly out. We go to Vegas. We go to a show, the most ridiculous show. I don't even want to tell you what show. We went to a show that we were not expecting to go to. They're looking at me like, oh, it's a great show. And I'm looking at you and I'm like, babe, who the hell picked this show? It's so inappropriate. Talking family values, Christian, all this stuff. We got naked people in front of us right now. So I don't. There is, you remember this? At one point, I'm like, look, guys, we have no clue what show. This was not. There is no message in this show. This is how to build a big business. Horrible show. Anyways, we love. That's the Vera family. Love these guys. Had a chance to spend time with them early on with their kids. We became very close. This is Grace. This was a special moment. With Grace and I at an event. That's my niece. She's going to Harvard now. And at the end of that meeting, we're upstairs in my room, and my dad says, why don't you guys do insurance? We're not going to do insurance. Why don't you do insurance? And now they're running their own business successfully, making a few $100,000 to make some noise to them. But it was a moment, guys, and this is Jose, Marlene, Sia, Dina, little Sean, little Grace, Paulette. They just got their $50,000 watch. I don't even know what event this is where we are, okay? You can tell whatever we are, it's very cheap in the back because that's when we do events in a cheap way, okay? This is Tico. So Tico is officially born. This is at our pool, our house in Encino that we had in Northridge, Jen and I. This is one of my favorite pictures of our kids. I don't know if Tico's in the room or not. If he is, he's somewhere around here. Him and I said this is our favorite picture because Jen took this without anybody seeing it. Jennifer calls me and said, babe, you have to come talk to Chico. I said, I can't leave the office. Bring them to the office. She said, okay, I'm going to bring them to the office. She brings them to the office. I said, what's up? She says, all the kids today called me weird. Daddy, I don't want to be weird. I said, what did they call you? They call me weird. God, I'm so proud of you.
It's awesome.
Eyes are filled with tears. She says, what do you mean? Your dad's the weirdest guy in the world. What are you talking about? I said, what's the opposite of weird? Normal? I said, you have a choice to be normal or weird. Which one do you choose? He says, weird. I said, congratulations, buddy. It's like, that's awesome. I never thought about it that way before. Jen took the picture. From that day until today, him and I have a very unique bond because he looks at me and says, Dad, you're weird. I say, you're weird. And then we get along. We just came back from Yale for 3 weeks, and he told me about Squid Games. Who's seen Squid Games here? Seriously? Actually, put your hands up if you watch Squid Games. What a ridiculous show. Oh my God. What a ridiculous. Episode 6, episode 9. I watched episode 6 twice back to back. That's how sick it was. And I don't even watch shows. Ridiculous. This is not an endorsement. I'm just telling you it's a sick show. That's our weird. You're laughing because you know how weird it is, right? I have to say it publicly.
You're weird too.
This is Billy Boy. Look at that smile. Look at that smile, Billy Boy. And then that's us racing, dealing with the big cheese, the athlete, the salesperson. He's trying to sell everybody's shoes here. I don't know if he's talked to you or not. Dylan loves sales. He loves sales. Proud of Billy Boy. This is my Senna and my Brooklyn, okay? That's me and Senna's favorite picture together. When in Dallas, I would walk her every night. I would come home. She would fall asleep with her head like that on top of my head. And I would literally take videos because she's asleep on my head. Because you know how when somebody's walking and things are moving, you just kind of are comfortable? Go like this, and she would knock out. Till today, since